Member for West Vancouver Capilano.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which you would know better as ALS, can affect anyone at any time, and there is currently no cure. The disease gradually paralyzes the body, and the brain loses the ability to communicate with the body's muscles. Over time, the symptoms get worse, and eventually removing an ability for a person to breathe. ALS is fatal, and 80% of people who are diagnosed die within 3 years. I first met my constituent Greg Gowe and his wife Adrienne Malinsky in February of 2021. Along with my colleague from Prince George Valemont and many others in this room, we learned from Greg about this terrible disease. Greg was married with 2 young children, an active member of the community, and a practicing lawyer for almost 20 years. When at only 48, he found out he had the devastating news of being diagnosed in May of 2019. Now, not happy with the lack of supports for people with ALS, funding for ALS research, and absence of clinical trials in BC, Greg decided to take up the fight on top of his already personal fight. Greg joined others to found ALS Action Canada, a patient-led nonprofit organization with the purposes of securing funding for research to find a cure for ALS. It's positive news that the ALS Society of BC has now partnered with UBC to establish an endowed professorship which recognizes the importance of accelerating life-changing research for ALS patients. Greg passed away this past September, surrounded by his family. He was 52 years old. There's so much more to say about Greg. Thousands around the world read Greg's final tweet. I thought it was apt to end in Greg's own words. My fight with ALS has come to an end. Please don't be sad. Life is beautiful. Live hard. Love those around you and come together to end ALS. Sorry, and thank you, Mr. Speaker.